sant yàlla.
looy xaar utal Wave nga scan nga fay te nag doo ci yokku dara.
A better way to pay your UTG fees with instant proof of payment and real-time student portal update. Paying your University of the Gambia fees has never been easier or more convenient. With EcoBank, students, parents and guardians can pay UTG tuition and related fees through our secure digital banking channels such as EcoBank mobile app, EcoBank Online and EcoBank Omni Lite. Once payment is completed, instant proof of payment is generated and the UTG student portal is updated in real time, allowing students to proceed immediately with registration, course selection, and clearance without unnecessary delays, while giving parents and guardians peace of mind that payments have been successfully processed. How to pay via the EcoBank mobile app. Open the EcoBank mobile app and navigate to the home screen. Select Pay Bill. Choose Pay a New Bill and select Schools from the category options. Select University of the Gambia. Select the specific product you are paying for. Enter your matriculation number and tap Continue. Validate your details. The system will display the payable amount. Press Continue to confirm the payment. An e-receipt is generated automatically as proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. How to pay via EcoBank Online or Omni Lite. Log in to EcoBank Online and Omni Lite using your credentials. Select the menu and choose Bill Payments. Choose Quick Bill Pay and select School from the category options. Select University of the Gambia. Select the specific product you are paying for. Enter your matriculation number and tap Continue. Validate your details. The system will display the payable amount. Press Continue to confirm the payment. An e-receipt is generated automatically as proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. Walk into any EcoBank branch or pay through our digital channels and enjoy instant proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Jar Oil. The company have filling stations across the country, and our rates are relatively cheaper than anyone else across the country. Jar Oil is the biggest producer and distributor of cement in the country with the most competitive prices in the market.
It's Monday, the 22nd of June, 2026, and you're with Coffee Time with Peter Gomez. We're live on 92.1 on FM for listeners in this country. And globally, you'll find us at www.wcr.gm. And a few hours after the live edition, will also be on YouTube. It's 12 minutes past 8 o'clock in the morning. Joining us now on Coffee Time is Kemo Ceesay. Kemo is a candidate for president of the Gambia Football Federation. Now, on Saturday, he launched The Coach. The Coach is his manifesto for football development. It's built on principles of transparency, accountability, collaboration, inclusivity, heritage, and innovation. Now, with over 2 decades in football administration, Kemo brings experience as a coach, club executive, and finance director. Today, he's here to explain The Coach, his party manifesto, and how it could reshape Gambian football between 2026 and 2030. Kemo, good to see you.
Thank you very much, Mr. P.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
How's it going?
I'm really good.
Going very well.
I'm really good.
Kemo, after more than 20 years in football administration, why do you believe the time is now for you to head the GFF?
Thank you very much, Mr. P. I think this is one of the best questions that I can answer. Everything in life is time. I started working as a staff July 1st, 2002.
Wow.
When I resigned from Action Aid Gambia, an international NGO. Reason why, being a football person, a club owner like then Steve Vico Football Club, I was a key member in the executive committee, well, being the main operative at that time. and also in the political football camp of Gabi Ceesay. I was the late Gabi Ceesay. I was the secretary to that political camp. Then it was Gabi Ceesay versus Baima Alewada. After election, I was asked to come and join the Football Association at that time as an accountant, because I have accounting background at the same time in football. It was really a very difficult decision to make at that time, because actually it gave me all the opportunities. Training in UK to go and do my ACCA, good salary. But then I said, no, I'm going. Football needs me at that time, so I'm going to work for football. All my life, Peter, is football, and I've sacrificed a lot of my personal development career for football. But the long-term objective was at that time to be one day president of the Gambia Football Association at that time. Now changed to Football Federation. But it has to be gradual in terms of my personal development. There were times I had the opportunity when CD Kinte was dissolved. I was approached. Then I can remember the late Omar Sy. It was myself, Omar Sy, and Musa Njai. Then Musa Njai was the technical director. I had a discussion with Alai Omar Sy. Then they were about to redundant some of this staff. That was during the normalization of after CD Kinte. Just to answer your question, I told Omar Sy, please, I beg, before sacking some of those junior staffs in the GFA at that time, our gardeners, security officers, because they were trying to reduce cost. And one of the areas was reduce staff number to take care of low cost on salaries. Then I proposed to the late Omar Sy. Musa Njai was there sitting, 3 of us. I said, Mr. Sy, I prefer if you can sack people like myself, Kemo, because my salary at that time can pay 3 junior staffs. Sack me, then at least save those junior staffs in the institution. Because if you sack me as a staff, I will still be in football because I'm a club owner. I'm a key stakeholder in Gambian football. Mr. Sy, next election, next GFA election, I will contest as a candidate for the GFA presidency, and I promise I'm going to win. That was 2013, before the coming of Mustafa Kebe. Omar Sy looked at me with Musa Njai. He said, yes, it's possible, Kemo. But to be honest, I thought at that time it was not the right time. I was just telling him what I was capable of doing at that during that period.
Had you been sacked?
Yes.
Okay.
Then years later we were sacked, but then they now add me as a staff to the executive committee that were banned during the CD Kinte's time, because I was like a threat. That message was, yes, I will come and contest as a candidate of presidency and I may win. It was like a threat to the then normalization committee. I was one of the staffs that was banned with the executive committee. I said, but what have I done? I'm not a policy maker. The executive committee is going. They are banned. As a staff, you can sack me, but you should not ban me. But the reason was they don't want me to come and contest as a candidate. Then I went for a friend. That's one of my best friends, Mustafa Kebe. I said, Mustafa, I want to contest as a candidate, but now I am banned. Prepare, you're going to be the president of the
So you brought Kebe in?
Yes, that's the fact.
Okay.
With a group of people. Then we did our consultation. Then 2022, I was served later that I should leave the GFF. No, it was like an option. You either stay as a staff or resign from all your activities from UDP. I said, now, if like it's a condition of this nature, I'll prefer to go with UDP than to work for GFF. But later, a lot of consultations were made. I resigned from the party. Because to be honest, Peter, is football, Kemo is football before anything. I don't want to, add anything to my football career.
Why did they want you to leave the party? I mean, the Football Federation is supposed to be apolitical.
Yeah, I cannot be like a football person at the same time active in party politics.
No, but what I'm saying, I mean, there's nothing wrong. I mean, the Football Federation is not an arm of government.
Yeah, but even though my activity with the government of the day should be very clean, and I should work with honesty if I'm serving as a staff in that institution.
So an opposition member of the Football Federation...
No, that's something else. But the condition for Kemo was resign or...
Yeah, but that's what I cannot understand. I am saying the Football Federation should be apolitical. It should be non-political, in other words.
Yeah. Anyway... That's
because that was a political decision. That's
a story
or whatever.
That's a story.
Okay.
So when that happened? Yeah.
So why? Let's just
that 2022.
Yes.
I said now I want to contest. If I am sacked as a staff, I'm coming again. because I'm just trying to answer your question. Why now?
Okay.
2022, when I want to come again, a younger brother, Usman Rames, came to me and said, my brother, it's not possible for you to contest this time. Kaba is a person.
Usman Rames is Cho, right?
Cho
Okay.
said, this is a senior person that we have in the system. And you brought me up in Bakau. You cannot come as a candidate, then I have Kaba. Please.
Who was already president?
Going for his last term.
For his second term.
Yeah, second term. So Cho told me, please, I beg, stop all the intention that we have. You cannot come as a candidate this time. Let's all wait until after Kaba. By 2026, then we can start the project. Okay. This is the reason. So it means we are waiting for time.
Okay.
So 2026, I think it's the right time for me to come as a candidate.
Okay.
That's the answer.
All right.
But it was like a long-term plan.
Okay. Why did you choose the coach as the name of your manifesto before we go into the details of the manifesto?
Peter, in football, the coach and coaching in football means a lot. Ordinary people, you ask them what is a coach, or in a coaching course, your instructor will tell you, this is coach is a leader. Some will say it is a mentor, is an educator, is a father, is a mother, whatever. And football administration, these are the key pillars. You direct, you lead, others follow. And in that leadership, what is important is the influence. If you are leading without influence, then you can't call yourself a leader. So coaching, you do your proper assessment. It's like science, some will call it is arts. Why it is science? Coaching is science. It's scientific simply because you do some experiments that may work, at times it will fail. And football administration is exactly this. You will come with your manifesto that this is what I want to do. During the implementation, you have issues. Now you have to go back, do your evaluation. You'll be monitoring while implementing the program. Then you evaluate and go to the next step. So coaching is all about this. That's why I said the best name for my manifesto will be the coach. Okay. I'm a football person and also a sea licensing CAF coach.
Okay.
CAF sea licensing coach.
Okay. Let's get inside the manifesto. In it, you emphasize transparency and accountability.
Yes.
How do you plan to ensure financial integrity within the GFF if elected? You know that, from even Kemo Ceesay coming forward, every football administration has been accused of financial impropriety. So how will you ensure financial integrity within a GFF led by Kemo Ceesay?
Thank you very much, Mr. P. I think this is
and
a very
it just so happens that you've worked in the finance department for
really a very good
ages.
question. It's really a very good question. I had a discussion with a friend outside. It's like exactly similar question. I said to him, well, if people are saying GFF is not transparent or we are not accountable, I said, that really doubts me at times. Because if you said accountable, the Football Federation is accountable to the members. And that is seen end of every year. We normally call our annual General Assembly to a meeting end of every year. And at that meeting, the activity report always submitted by the President to the members for approval. 1. 2. There is also a audited financial statements that are always submitted to members end of every year. And Peter, I can tell you, GFF, the type of audits we normally conduct during the year is 2. One from FIFA and the other, the general audit. FIFA audits will come, we call the central review. This team will come, they don't have any business with other funds. The caretaking, donations, support from government, that's not their problem. All they want to see, it has to be in a clear, white bottle. Funds from FIFA should not be mixed with any other fund. Meaning you must have a dedicated separate bank account for funds coming from FIFA. This goes to a separate bank account. You cannot get taking's money, put it in that bank account. So FIFA will now come to say, Gambia Football Federation, we want to know all the money from FIFA, the 1.6 million for instance. How do you receive all the amount? That will be the first point. Yes, we receive all the amount. How is it spent? And they will send you samples of payments they want to see. Contracts signed with contractors they want to see. How was the procurement system done? The central review team will do that. They will do a very good examination of those documents. Then at the end of the day, call exit meeting. That exit meeting, you will have the finance director or head of the finance team. The executive committee members will come with discourse. They will tell them their position. And I can tell you, Peter, most of the central review feedbacks from the FIFA central review team is always positive. They will tell GFF, you are almost above 90. The general audit is where we have our external auditors. They will look at everything, the FIFA fund, local funds, from donations, support from West Coast Radio, from the government. So they will look at everything and the compliance system. But to answer your question, I can tell you there is transparency and we are accountable to members. But we need to improve. So that's what I'm coming to do.
You need to improve?
Yes.
Okay.
There is room for improvement.
So in brief?
So to improve, the compliance unit will be reinforced. There are a lot of again, there is a policy document called the Financial Manual. We will review it properly and make sure it's up to standard. That's a key function, a key role that we're going to play. Some of the internal administrative laws in that institution will be reviewed, and a lot of transformation will happen. That will help us to achieve the required transparency and accountability members and the general stakeholders are calling for.
Okay. So in short, are you saying that despite all the accusations that people read on social media, in certain sections of legacy media, the Kababajo administration has not been as corrupt as is suggested in these reports? But you're also not saying that they are spiffing clean. There are areas of weaknesses. There are areas of weakness where you plan to improve upon if you became president.
For sure.
What areas, for instance? What would you like to...
Project management is key area. The infrastructure management, that's where the most problem is, because all the attacks on GFF mainly.
So does management include giving out the project to a contractor who is not up to the task, for instance?
No, I cannot say that, because there is a procurement committee.
Because you heard a lot about those toilets.
Yes.
Each toilet costing $1 million.
Yes. So there is a procurement committee that normally examine and follow all the due process before contracts are awarded to various contractors. The way it is done, if you go through the documentation, it's correct. The implementation might be some issues. That's why I said, as an insider, we did proper examination of what is happening, like a thorough scanning of the problems relating to that sector. And we have a solution for it. And I'm sure when I come in the office, elected as a president, we'll be able to solve those problems. Yes.
Okay. You also stress collaboration as a guiding principle in your manifesto. How will you foster stronger partnerships between the GFF clubs, regional coaches and regional associations?
The collaboration there, we're looking at different sectors. Main partner will be the government of the Gambia.
Okay.
Because as a football body, you need your government. FIFA always encourages.
But you already have government.
Yes.
They take care they take care of all your bills for the senior team.
No, not all. Normally, if you send a budget of 20 million, they will give 10 and above at times. Yeah, but sometimes it will go. So that's enough.
It happens to the government itself.
Yes.
When the executive sends a budget to the National Assembly, the National Assembly always passes.
What I'm trying to clear, if you said all, it's not all that they provide.
Well,
honestly speaking,
that's the impression the ministry gives us.
But no, that's what, in fact, if you are during my manifesto launching, I said that the current minister, I think, in my opinion, is the best sports minister in terms of support to the national teams. The back-to-back in AFCONs, government contribution is really a lot big. And again, the collaboration with the government, we want to improve. That is not only with the Minister of Youth and Sports. All the ministries in the government, we want to have a working relationship with them. Okay. People will say how and why. The health sector, Minister of Health, they have a lot for football, and football can do a lot for that sector.
They have a lot for football?
Yes.
Okay. So we've not been taking advantage of what they have for football.
This my understanding. Okay. And with the team that I'm coming with, we did a strategic thinking assessment. I said, okay, now how can we work with the health sector, for instance? Peter, if you look at the country, there are a lot of health issues, especially affecting the young people, the livelihood of the young people in this country.
Issues like?
Drug issues. Where you go to the female sector.
Hopefully no footballer is a drug addict.
No, I'm coming.
Okay.
You go to the female sector, the issue of teenage pregnancies. A lot of health related issues affecting our society. How can football address this? Can be through advocacy. Like the Brikama box football field, you can have like a lot of, these visibilities, advocacy materials, like say no to drug, for instance. We will do advocacy program for Minister of Health.
Okay.
Then send a budget and a very good proposal with a budget that we can do this.
With a budget, you expect the Ministry of
That's why I said
to give you money.
We are going to collaborate, not because they have funds for some of those activities.
Okay.
How are we going to tap it? We have strategists who will help us to do that. Minister of Agriculture, we can do the same thing. You write proposals. We cannot go for 10 million and whatever, but at least even you get 200,000 from each sector that can support part of our activities. Our intention is to reduce that too much of dependency on FIFA funding.
Yeah.
So that sector...
It's almost 100%, isn't it?
Yeah, above 80%. Then the Minister of Health, Agriculture, the backway issues, we have programs for it already. Yeah. So the
backway issue has cost football lives.
And I think there is a way to solve those problems. The embassies, the diplomatic mission will be approaching them. That's also part of other partners that we want to collaborate with. Then the main stakeholders is the clubs, the RF Regional Football Associations, and the Allied Association. The collaboration is there. It's just to improve communication between the GFF and our key stakeholders.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's look at inclusivity, because this is also central to your manifesto, the coach. What concrete steps will you take to elevate women's football and ensure equal opportunities for female and male players?
The key area is women football. During the days of the previous president, C.D. Gabi, they were direct members of the Football Federation, the Football Association at that time, meaning they have voting right. But that is not happening now. We have a Women Football Association that represents all the clubs of the women team. Now, if we are elected, we want to change that dynamics.
So women are not voting like they used to?
No. They have only 3 votes represented by the association. So
really?
We want to bring them as direct members to the Football Federation.
What was the wisdom behind this? Because you're part of the Kaba team, huh?
100%.
From day one, yes,
100%.
exactly. So you should be able. Why did you? This is like downgrading, the female position in the federation.
Yeah. It was the way the design was made during the normalization, the transition from the Kebe executive to the current executive. That period of normalization, because that was the time there was this constitutional review.
Yes.
So it was adopted under the guidance of Primo, but the reason why I cannot tell you. Okay. But what I said, like an insider, I did those assessments.
Inclusivity,
that's one area.
Accentuated, yes.
And the other physically disabled group of players within the empathy football group, they are doing very well. The Football Association are also doing well. These are some of the areas that we want to invite and see how GFF can extend their support. I'm not saying they will be direct members of the Football Federation. I don't have that decision. But we're thinking
as president, you could champion.
Yes,
you could champion the inclusion in the Football Federation. I would love to hear, for instance, that amputee football clubs, physically disabled, whatever, are now part and parcel of the Football Federation.
Yeah, we're thinking about that, but whatever we are doing in football must be in line with the CAF, FIFA standards. So we'll do a lot of consultation before that decision is made. But we are thinking to have them in. So women football is key, we improve the league and make sure they are direct members of the Football Federation. Yeah.
What role do you see for past players and administrators in safeguarding the legacy of Gambian football?
Peter, that's a very sensitive area. Peter, when you were a very good commentator in this country, you saw a lot of very good players and players that sacrifice a lot for this country. But again, if you go back to the field, the football family, or you go around the football sector, you will not see those players. And we are not talking about them. Peter is not talking about them in this West Coast. When did you last talk about the likes of Kemo Ceesay in this studio? You cannot even remember, Peter.
The likes of who?
Kemo Ceesay.
Jato is young.
Just an example.
There are old.
No. The ones that I manage.
Your generation, yes.
The one that I manage.
Yes.
I cannot tell you the ones that you work with. But when I started working as a staff of the Football Federation, those who played under me at the senior national team, and I knew the sacrifice they made, because when they traveled to come and play for the Gambia, I was in charge of some paying their refunds and taking up some of the... Now, I think I need them back. If I'm coming as president, I want to see Jado around our national team. The young ones.
You see what's happening in Senegal?
Yes, we can do it, and we have those players. Apart from seeing them around the national team, this financial sustainability of the institution, the GFF, some of them, when they were playing for their clubs in Europe or Asia, they did a lot there, and they were like special people. I want to get them as ambassadors. I can travel with Seifo Soli to his former club.
Unless ambassadors.
Exactly.
To represent us.
Let's go to your former clubs and see how we can collaborate with them. Not getting money from those clubs, but we can have that partnership where we can send our coaches for attachment. We can send, our administrators to go and learn to come and improve our game. That's one of the things. So the former players will have a very big role, but they should be also prepared. Because not all of them can be coaches. We have to look and do a proper assessment. What can Jato be? Seifo Seli, is he good enough to be a marketing officer?
We were going to use them as ambassadors.
Yes. No, not only ambassadors. They can have different roles. Okay. Like, for instance, if you said Idrissa Sonko, Idrissa can be a coach.
Of course.
Because that's what he's doing.
Well, he's an active coach.
Perfect. So, the likes of Tamtir Mane, what is he doing? Dudu Loum.
He has a high coaching license.
Yes. So, Dudu Loum can be a very good agent, because I've worked with him and I know how good he is in terms of networking in
So you have plans for past players and administrators, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about innovation, because in these days, if you're not innovative, you'll be left behind. How will innovation help bridge the gap between Gambian football and global standards, particularly in development of the youth game, youth development?
Yeah. That area first, I would say, because if you look at my manifesto, my key blood point is unification and transformation. Today, if you look at our national setting, one thing I want to bring new in terms of innovation is a creation of a regional football headquarters.
Regional football headquarters?
Yes.
Is this for WAFU?
No, the Gambia, because we have 7 regions. The 3 regions, Banjul, KM, and Brikama, are here. The GFF headquarters is easy to access them. But the 4 regions out, URR, CRR, then you come to LRR and NBR, coordinating their activities is a problem. So I'm thinking with my team, we want to have a regional headquarters in Jarasoma. This regional football headquarters in Jarasoma will take care of the activities of the 4 regions. Yeah, that office will have a technical department. The Secretary General of a regional block will have the finance person of the regional block, media and communication, and all other relevant staffs. They will concentrate 100% on the 4 regions. And again, Peter, I want to create a regional third division league. This regional third division league will be like a national league, because we'll have a national third division. One will be Banjul, KM, and Brikama. West Coast. We'll have probably, I'm just thinking, that's my thinking. The technical committee or the development committee will come in with a different figure. If I am to do, I will say, 20 teams for the urban area and 20 teams for the regional area. That is, Banjul, KM, and West Coast combined will have a total of 20 teams in the third division urban area. That will be the urban third division league. Then regional third division league will also be 20 teams, 4 regions, each 5 teams combined. They play in a different league. So we'll have promotion and relegation. That will be designed by the technical committee. That's one new thing that we want to bring in football. The youth sector, the National Technical Training Center at Olindum, Gabi Sose built it for a purpose. That is to identify young talents. Talent identification. You could remember one of his things he always say, a school of excellence. Well, that was a model we took from South Africa. Then 2003 we started constructing this one, and it was completed in 2004. Then Samba Fall was the Minister of Youth and Sports. It was officially opened. The first project we did was to do a selection of U15 boys, to select the best of the best, place them at that football hotel, the National Technical Training Center, prepare them, then Gambia will avoid this complete, what they call the so-called a cheating and whatever.
Yes.
Then we'll have a proper U-17.
Not so-called, we were actually cheating.
No. I don't have evidence, and so that's what I can say. So
we were intimate with some of those people who, when we were in our 20s, they claimed to be under 17.
Peter, I don't have evidence of that. That's you said no speculation, so I cannot speculate. That I don't have evidence, so I cannot justify that. But what I'm saying is, we will do talent identification in collaboration with the technical department. In fact, they will lead that process. Select the best of the best U13 players. Place them at that National Technical Training Center. This will now be like a GFF football academy. So, U13, 14, 15, before they turn to 18, that project will be able to transfer a lot of players to professional. Even you transfer a player at 50,000 euro, it's not coming to the GFF, it's going to the project directly. Okay. So that fund would take care of the football. In fact, probably can help the institution, the GFF, to raise a lot of revenue through other activities.
Okay. So you knew that this was the aim with the technical training center. So when the Cabas and the others came in and they were not doing what was expected of the center, why didn't you say to them, well, listen, when this center was being built, this was the purpose. It's gone on to have a hotel. It's gone on to have toilets, squat toilets costing $1 million plus and all of that. And now you're dreaming of taking it back to what it was meant to be from day one.
I was a staff. Now I said I want to be president. If I'm elected president, this is what I want to do.
Did you try to tell them that this was what...
I don't want to discuss history, Peter. Yeah. I said we're discussing about my manifesto. That's the future.
Yeah.
What I want.
You don't think history will weigh on your bid?
I built the manifesto based on history because I said I did a proper assessment of the institution, the proper scanning, both external and internal. That helped me to.
You don't think people will blame you?
That helped us
as being part and parcel of whatever problem the Kaba administration has been.
People are saying that.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you know my role, Peter, you know how GFF is set up. You look at the different ladders. You will know the role of a finance director in GFF, not the finance director at West Coast Radio. Might be completely different.
The finance director here is very powerful.
No, yes.
The finance director
might be completely different.
It's very powerful.
Because in GFF, you have the General Assembly first that approves all the budget. What should happen, what should not happen.
Yeah, we've gone past budgeting.
Perfect.
Let's talk about an issue that has created a problem right now, because all over social media you hear about Yankuba Minte saying he will boycott the national team until the stadium is fixed. So facilities, infrastructure. Yeah. Facilities remain a challenge across the country. What infrastructure projects are part of your vision? 2030, right?
Yeah. Peter, if you know this country very well, from the URR, north and south, if I tell you from Same Pachongi, the bridge that divides URR and the northern part of CRR, from Same Pachongi to Chamoy, Pasamasrada, there is no artificial grass pitch. Again, you cross the other side from Basse, let's say from Koina, down to the border at CRR, Sarabojo, after Sarabojo, Farato. There is not even a grass pitch for young people to play football.
Okay, not even a grass pitch, but there are pitches, are there? Sand pitches?
There are sand pitches.
Yeah, okay.
At
least they have a surface to play on.
That's not enough, Peter. It is not enough. I'm telling you. Gambia is a small country. Population size of 2.4 million. You look at the size of the country. I think this is not only GFF. That's why that collaboration with the government is very important, because GFF cannot do it alone. But we want to make sure every region get at least one very good artificial turf field with a good pavilion. So there we may collaborate with the government. GFF can say through FIFA projects, we will do artificial turf in each of the regions. Government come, we collaborate, you do the pavilion. A simple pavilion that can cost you not more than $3 million, $4 million. Good pavilion. You go to Mboyo Field, the pavilion that I saw yesterday.
It's not called that anymore.
No, exactly. The OJ Jallow Memorial
Stadium. Yes.
I'm really, yesterday when I saw that, very impressed. I'm sure if we have that in almost every region, Peter, we are good to go. And that's achievable. Because FIFA 4.0, 4.0, from 2027 for that cycle, that's a key area where we want to do at least. We cannot have all the regions at the same time, but in a term you can do two pitches. Jara Soma is out because they have one already, LRR. Maybe we can add, but not a priority now. URR, CRR, you come to NBR, Kuntaya is also having. The Kaba executive is doing one in Kuntaya now. That's the other part of NBR. But you go down to Badibu N, there is none. And NBR is really big.
Okay.
Yeah, so at least one in every region will help.
Okay. So how much money does FIFA give annually? It's now what? 1.6 million? I heard you talk about 1.6
million. No, I'm just giving you at least estimated figures.
So what's
operational fund?
What's the actual? How much money, has the GFF been getting from FIFA? Let's say in the past 12 months.
Yeah.
What's the allocation?
The fourth, you have 1,250,000. That's the operational fund.
Okay.
If you have that, then the projects, they'll give a cycle of allocation of 3 million for 4 years, but it depends how you want to get that money.
So you get 3 million in 4 years.
But they just don't give you the money like that, Peter. You have to do a project. They come and assess. The Dakar team will come and do a proper assessment of what is on the ground, where do you want to do the project. Then there is a certificate called Certificate of Approval. If that is sent to you, meaning FIFA will say, yes, now your project is approved, we'll give you money. Okay. But how are they going to give you that money? It has to be by installment. 10% will come, you do the work. If it is at this level, then we'll send you something else. So all these new ideas that you have, which will all cost money, reorganizing the third division thing. FIFA funds cannot do that.
Having a regional office for,
You cannot do it with FIFA money.
So where will that money come from?
That's why if you look at the manifesto, and I said it, we want to collaborate with the diplomatic mission.
You think they will give you the money for that?
I'm sure we'll be able to get something. Not just go to the Turkish embassy and say we want they give it to you. We can go to Turkish embassy, for instance, say we want to build a regional secretariat. Do a very good proposal with good justification. They said, okay, Gambia, we will not give you the money, but we can give you that 5 million building example.
So what about salaries for the staff? Where will that come from? From the FIFA money?
Yes,
the
FIFA money. Funds.
So FIFA money is for personnel?
Yeah. Now you can use that for personnel, purely administration, because it's operational cost. Running of the league. Peter, in Gambia, that money coming from FIFA as operational cost is what GFF normally use to run the league the whole season. The first division, second division, male and female.
It sounds enough.
The regional
$1.25 million is a lot of Gambian dollars.
Yeah, but look at the expenditure, Peter. You are not putting that into consideration. How much is it costing you for a national team to play one game? One match of a senior national team.
I thought that was the business of the Ministry of Youth and Sports.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Minister will give you...
You have a lot of grey areas here.
Minister will give you part of the money, but the other part, where is it coming from? You send a budget to the Ministry of Youth and Sports, for instance, government for funding of the national team.
And then
20 million. Example, 20 million per game.
Yes.
Okay, government will write, Sports Council will write to the GFF weeks before the game. Okay, we will give you 9 million, we'll give you 10 million. And the team must play.
So they never go above 50%? But they've been chartering flights for the team and all
that happened, and I said it in my launching. But what I'm saying is, this last qualification, AFCON and what I witnessed, most of the time, it's not 100% during this last qualification of both World Cup and AFCON. So, but like I said, we really appreciate the support from the government, honestly. But we need to look from outside FIFA and the government budget. Sorry, cover. Peter.
But wasn't a marketing department created for that purpose? How well has that marketing department done?
The marketing, they're doing well. It's just to improve for that sector too. Because if you look at marketing and this commercial sector, in my manifesto, we said we want to expand that sector. Peter, we have one person, for instance, working in that unit. To do a proper marketing in football in this country is difficult. Because
so it's called a marketing department, but it's staffed by one person.
It's a unit. It's not a department.
Oh, okay.
It's not a department. It's a unit. In Gambia, really, it's difficult because football, first division league, how many companies will be ready to pay 10 million to finance the league? Because at the end of the day, you look at the return on investment. Why should West Coast Radio...
It depends on what they get in return,
exactly. Why should West Coast Radio spend $3 million to finance the regional league? What is your interest there? So this is the challenge the Football Federation is facing. You need a very, very good marketing plan that can help you to generate that. Probably if we come, we might even hire external source to say, okay, West Coast, if you can, we have products to sell. If you can generate this income for us, we give you percentage, like a commission form.
Sure.
You are not a staff. You are not part of us, but you can do it. Do it, you have your commission. Then we move ahead.
As long as, they're bringing you more,
that's
way more than you are giving them.
We own the product, you do the marketing, then you have your commission.
Absolutely.
It's possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, we can't, be here all day. I'm sure the sports file people would want to invite you to their platform. Just finally, how's the campaign going? I hope it's not as nasty as, the political campaign for the big, election at the end of the year. How are you getting on with Falcons, for instance?
Peter, this will be a very civilized campaign period because, look, football is a small family. We are one family, Peter. During my launching, this is what I always said. Unification is key.
Did you invite Sadibu? Did you invite Falcons?
Sadi is my brother. Musa, yeah. Musa is like myself. We have a very good relationship. So I cannot go against, I cannot say anything bad against those people.
But did you invite them to your manifesto launch?
Well, the group was assigned to send invitation to all, including GFF.
So you're not sure whether they were invited?
Yeah, that one I cannot. Because that is a
but
team
you can't rule out the fact that they might have been
it was said at our meeting that in fact even the president of the GFF and the executive committee should be invited.
Even?
Yes.
When you say even, it's like,
No,
you
because
and the president of the federation don't have
the reason why I said even,
yeah,
it's not GFF activity, but it's important as the main stakeholders of football.
Okay.
Give them that respect.
Okay.
Give them that respect.
Okay.
But I can give you the 100% assurance, football is one family, and I don't want to talk anything personal against anybody during my campaign period.
That's a wise decision.
I was waiting whether you will tell me how is Sadibu, how is I will not even entertain that discussion.
That's not what we do here.
Because I will not discuss with that with anybody regarding those.
That's not what we do here.
No.
And just finally, how confident are you?
On paper, today I'm leading the race. Peter, I can tell you.
You're leading the race?
Today I can tell you.
Okay, so I'm talking to
But from now up to August, we still have time.
Okay.
And
what's the specific date? August when?
No specific date communicated yet.
Oh.
By the
who is to do that, that decision?
No, that's the decision of the executive committee.
Okay.
Yeah,
so they've identified August as the month for the election, but they haven't told you when in August yet.
I don't know yet. I don't know yet.
Interesting.
I don't have the communication yet.
Interesting.
So, overall.
Fantastic. Kemo, thanks for your time this morning.
We're doing good.
Thanks for your time this morning.
Mr. P. Thanks, Mr.
And just in case you miss it, listeners, viewers should note that Kemo's interview comes under the aegis of one of our sponsors, Coffee Time sponsors, who has openly declared support for his bid to lead the GFF. Sportsfile is interested in giving equal access to all candidates. Coffee Time does not prioritize featuring every candidate. Instead, appearances here are based on sponsorship arrangements. So any candidate who can afford such sponsorship may request to be featured, just as Mr. Ceesay is today. Kemo, thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.
Vive la fe. Sant yàlla. looy xaar utal Wave nga scan nga fay te nag doo ci yokku dara.
A better way to pay your UTG fees with instant proof of payment and real-time student portal update. Paying your University of the Gambia fees has never been easier or more convenient. With EcoBank, students, parents and guardians can pay UTG tuition and related fees through our secure digital banking channels such as EcoBank mobile app, EcoBank Online and EcoBank Omni Lite. Once payment is completed, instant proof of payment is generated and the UTG student portal is updated in real time, allowing students to proceed immediately with registration, course selection, and clearance without unnecessary delays, while giving parents and guardians peace of mind that payments have been successfully processed. How to pay via the EcoBank mobile app. Open the EcoBank mobile app and navigate to the home screen. Select Pay Bill, choose Pay a New Bill, and select Schools from the category options. Select University of the Gambia. Select the specific product you are paying for. Enter your matriculation number and tap Continue. Validate your details. The system will display the payable amount. Press Continue to confirm the payment. An e-receipt is generated automatically as proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. How to pay via EcoBank Online or OmniLite. Log in to EcoBank Online and OmniLite using your credentials. Select the menu and choose Bill Payments. Choose Quick Bill Pay and select School from the category options. Select University of the Gambia. Select the specific product you are paying for. Enter your matriculation number and tap Continue. Validate your details. The system will display the payable amount. Press Continue to confirm the payment. An e-receipt is generated automatically as proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. Walk into any EcoBank branch or pay through our digital channels and enjoy instant proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Jar Oil, the company, have filling stations across the country, and our rates are relatively cheaper than anyone else across the country. Jar Oil is the biggest producer and distributor of cement in the country with the most competitive prices in the market.